So we started. I did this with Wilhelmsson, and I did this like now it's like five years ago or something like that. We started out with we had this assignment from this company Valueguard. They wanted to construct a price index. So we started. Of course, we looked at different kinds of methods, which method can we use, and we decided rather quickly that the hedonic method was the best suited for creating a price index here in Sweden. So we started out with the data. We started to create an estimate and hedonic price equation, trying to construct or trying to specify the best specification, the best model, and include as many attributes as possible. And we checked to see if we include some, what happens with the time variables, what happens with the other variables when we included and excluded. So we tested a number of different specifications. What we also did was to work a lot on space, because we introduced a number of different variables trying to capture location. So we have the location in parish, we have location in the coordinates, so in different directions in the city. We have information about the municipality and so on, and distance to the city center, distance to sub-center. So we worked a lot about with location in order to get a very good model. And when we finished that, then when we were satisfied with the model, then we focused on the time variables and creating the price index. So that's what we did. And the second thing what we did was to try to figure out if we can make the assumption that the implicit price of all the attributes, if that's constant over time or not. So we tested a specification where we estimated the model over the 8 year, and then we tested a model where we estimated only with data for 12 months in a moving window approach. So we estimated the first model, the first 12 months, and the second model, we just added 1 month, and we did that on forward. And then we compared it to the index. And over this time period, it wasn't that big problem to make the assumption about constant implicit prices. So we satisfied with that model, and I think that's the model that is used today.
The purpose was to try to construct price index, and of course we did it because there is not that many price index constructed in a good way in Sweden. So that's why we wrote this article, and we did it for a company also. So they wanted to produce and produce a price index, a new price index in Sweden. It is important in many ways. You need to know what's happening on the market, and because you're using it for evaluation of for example, housing policies and stuff like that, and you're using it for valuation of properties, of course. You using it for indexing rental contracts and so on. So you need to have a good measurement what's going on the housing market.
Okay.
You can just estimate the average price. Of course, you can do that average price every month or a median price, and just look at that over time and see what's going on and if price is going up or not. The disadvantage with that method is that it doesn't control for different properties can be sold in different periods. So in one period maybe only 1 and 2 rooms apartments is sold, and in another period only 4 and 5 rooms apartments are sold. If you're not controlling for that, it's not going to measure the true price change in that market. But it's very easy to do, and that's the positive thing about it. It's very easy to, you just have the prices, you have all the transaction, and you have the price, and you can just estimate the median or the average, and it's easy. Then you have the other method is to control for different attributes of the apartments or the single family houses. And it could be the size, it could be the monthly fee for the cooperative housing, the age of the properties, of course, where it's located in the city and so on. And you can do that with the hedonic price method, where you control it. You estimate the price as a function of all the attributes and the time when it was sold.
The main conclusion is that it's possible to estimate. It hasn't been done in Sweden before in this way, and so it was a step forward. It's different compared to the Statistics Sweden, what they are doing. It's different from what the Broker Association, what they are doing. In this way, we were accomplished the goal to create and construct a price index that's measuring prices on the housing market in a better way than we did before. So I think that's what we accomplished. And now this is the main price index, the price index that is used in Eurostat and so on, for example. It's like an official price index for Sweden today.